Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. That's GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwat across the four winds. Your brother Batamayim coming to you with a quick hit. I saw this on Instagram, so I took a screenshot of a couple of brothers that I follow. France to shut internet services to control riots. Now, first thing I thought about was the famine of the word, so I just wanted to bring out the famine of the word scriptures on that. But whether this is true or not, whether they cut it, the internet services or not, because you have these so-called fact checkers, and they always say certain things are false or things here and there, but more than likely this is real. Like they don't want other countries, other cities to see what's actually going on where they're located. That's why certain countries are cutting TikTok and other social media platforms, because these elites, mainly the self-proclaimed white man, Esau Edom, they don't have control like they think they do. But that famine in the world is approaching soon. Things typically start over in the eastern hemisphere and they make their way over to the western hemisphere, which is where Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, where he's going to come and deliver most of the Israelites from, which is here in Babylon the Great, which is America. But that famine of the word is going to be real crucial because, matter of fact, let me grab that. Salakia. Yeah, that famine of the word is going to be crucial because, you need to know what's happening around you. And how do you do that? By, having teachers that's teaching the correct doctrine, the correct breakdowns of these scriptures. So, precept, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. So when you fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that's the beginning of wisdom. When you start getting wisdom, you start gaining more, more knowledge, and ultimately you want to get understanding through these precepts. That's going to keep you stable in these times. So if they do cut the internet, this word will be in you. That's why I believe it's Psalms 1:1. You meditate therein day and night on these law, statutes, and commandments. These precepts, these scriptures. Matter of fact, let me fact check that. Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law, which is these precepts of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and is his law do he meditate day and night. So if you meditate on these precepts day in and day out, it's going to keep you more stable, because these words are comforting. Like, yeah, so when that famine of the word is here, you're going to see people going to be bugging out because they're not going to be stable, but they don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures. The Lord will wake up, some on the latter end, and they will be stable because the Lord will put that spirit on them to be stable. But for those who've been, mocking and scoffing and, who ultimately are set up, who've been predestined to be set up, to be destroyed, they won't get it. And, they'll come back in the next life and they'll be in their right mind. That's mainly you Israelites. When it comes to you heathens, it doesn't matter whether you get it or not, because it's not for you. And ultimately you won't get it. And Lord willing, you catch one of those missiles. But the precept that I had was Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, even though there will be a famine of bread, water. It's going to be hard to find food. Like I did a lesson, there were over 10,000 plus fish that died and he washed ashore. Like that's a lot of fish. 10,000 fish could feed a lot of homeless people, especially here in Houston. Like the homeless population is starting to increase more, so that's a lot of food that actually could have been put to some good use. And what they say in Domino's, fish and bread keep a poor man fed. I mean, hey, but a man shall not live by bread alone. You got to live by these words. You know, this you got to eat this roll. You know, it gives you out of your belly will flow rivers of living water. So you will never thirst again. But back into the scripture, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So, you know, people want to hear smooth things. Well, hey, what's smoother than these scriptures? There's nothing smoother than these words. There's nothing more comforting than these words. There's nothing more edifying than these words. Like, there's nothing above these words, like, that's gonna help you in that day. You know, except Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai is on your side. Amos 8:12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and shall not find it. So if they did, you know, cut the internet in France, they're not over there in France searching for, you know, great millstone camps or you know, things of that nature. They're not worried about the names of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, but soon that's going to go all over. It's going to happen across the whole globe. And yes, Earth is a sphere, it's a circle, it's a globe. So all across the globe, you know, people are going to be running around like a chicken with their heads cut off because they're not going to have any stability. So soon, once that famine comes, we know that we're steps closer to entering into the kingdom of heaven. You know, the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, where you have Yahweh Shai, the top of the throne. You have King David right underneath him. And then you have the 144,000 men, which is the 12,000 from the 12 tribes of Israel ruling in righteousness. And then, you know, you have the rest of Israel that fall underneath. But it's definitely going to be internet services shut off if they have these EMP attacks, where it's going to be these blackouts. And what they're going to do, they're going to reset everything to where you're going to have that microcurrent to buy or sell, and you're going to have to buy your way onto the internet once they you know, if they determine on how they plan or how the plans go. You're going to have to pay to get onto the internet. You're going to have to pay to get on these social media sites. That's why what's the Elon Musk, you know, it got people paying to get a blue check so they can be certified. And people think that's real certification. Like, you're not certified because you have a blue check under your account. Like, but that's how far people have become, you know, in intelligence. Like, they're very low. But soon there's going to be a famine of the word, and you're not going to see the prophets. You know, you're supposed to see your teachers in the book of Isaiah. You know, see us on the highways and hedges. But soon come, the Lord's going to take us off of the streets, and then, hey, people are going to be wandering from sea to sea. But Lord willing, this quick hit was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwat across the four winds. Shalom.